We are joined now by the AGA Institute Council Chair, Dr. Maria Abreu, who is kind enough to go over the programming with us from AGA here at DDW 2017. I know the AGA Postgraduate Course is always a major part of the programming. What can attendees expect this year?
Well, Todd, I think one of the things that distinguishes us in the AGA is that if you're a practitioner who has a day and a half, if you have 2 days, if you have all 4 days, there's something for everyone. And I think at the core of that is our postgraduate course, which is always just terrific. This year, the leaders of that course are Uma Mahadevan and Susie Rose. And I could tell from even the titles and the way it's been organized that these are women who really know how to educate people. Susie Rose is actually a dean at the University of Connecticut. And so they've titled the postgraduate course The Full Scope of GI Advances. And it begins actually with the hottest topics in GI, a mixture of things. And then from there it goes on to be thematic. But really the topics are fantastic and we've always chosen the best speakers. So if you have a day and a half, that's a great place to be.
Great place to start. What else is so special about some of AGA's programming?
You know, I still think of AGA and DDW as the adult gastroenterologist version of Disney World. Because I would challenge anyone, whether you're a clinician or a basic scientist in gastroenterology, to find a topic in gastroenterology that isn't covered at this meeting. It's amazing. On our council, the council is divided into little groups of people with areas of special interest. And each of those people spend almost the entire year trying to figure out what is the hottest stuff happening, how to convey that the best to our attendees. And so we take pride in that. One of the things that then, because of having so many things, something for everyone, the challenge becomes getting someone to the right place. It's like Waze, you know, like how to how to map them to the right place here at DDW. And so we have a terrific app, actually. We made the decision to go green about 2 years ago, and thankfully, simultaneously with that, the app became awesome. And what you can do is you can pick your area of interest. You know, it happens to be, for me, inflammatory bowel disease. And I can pick inflammatory bowel disease. And it tells me day by day, time by time, what is on offer for IBD. It also does other really kind of cute things that maybe, you know, people haven't noticed, which includes that if you're listening to a talk, you can click on a notes field, type a few notes on your phone, and at the end of the meeting, it'll email all that to you. Whereas, you know, it's like all the little scraps of paper that I used to leave DDW with. I don't need to do that anymore because I can keep it all in one place. So it's really very clever. And so my hope is that people will embrace the app because it's their friend, and they'll be much easier to navigate DDW. In the future, we're also going to put a lot of emphasis on practitioners who really just want to get a broad view of GI and lead them to the best sessions that way. But for right now, any topic that you're interested in learning about, you could choose and be told by this app all the stuff that's going on.
Finally, what do you hope that attendees maybe come away with? What takeaway do you hope they leave DDW 17 with?
Well, I think, you know, there's so many things going on in so many areas of gastroenterology and hepatology, whether it's adult or pediatric, that it would be hard to say you should leave with this knowledge. What I would say is that you will leave with knowledge. You will leave with new knowledge. You will leave with knowledge that is actionable, that you can apply to your practice. And again, as I said, whether you're here for a day and a half, whether you're here for 2, 3, or 4 days, you'll find that. If you're a scientist, we've taken an interest in really coddling the basic scientists so that they're not lost in this big meeting. And we've created a basic science zone so that if you're a basic scientist in gastroenterology, you can stay in an area with colleagues and go to various rooms all in one general area.
And before we leave, I want to let attendees know where to find you during DDW 17.
Gosh, I won't be hiding. I will likely be in IBD sessions. I am speaking at a thing about women and global health, which I think is kind of cool. But otherwise, I'll be, you know, in the meeting, schlepping around like everybody else.
All right, Dr. Abreu, thank you.
Thank you.